Alright, everyone on the vertical chat, we will be doing Pokemon Emerald with Dawnwing's Necrozma. If you want to know about the moveset and stats, you'll have to head on over to the horizontal stream. But right now, we're going to get started right away. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. I almost thought the overlay was frozen for a second. But nope, it's working just fine. I think I should have Metal Claw in slot 1. Starting with Confusion and Shadow Ball is pretty awkward because the early game Poochyenas are immune to it, or resist it. Shadow Prototype is Dominic's new name. I know, it confused me too. Yeah, this back spray was made by someone else in the ROM hack community. I'm not sure who it was, but I'm sure if Axu was here, he could tell you where he got it. Also, hello, Prototype, Mariah, Alex, and Shadow Trait. Mega Absol's OP and Oras. I'm not really much of a fan of regular Absol. I like it gets Sword Stance by level up, but like its coverage isn't the best. Wait till you use Aegislash. I've only ever played Aegislash in a backport, but I don't know if I plan to run it in Gen 6. I already pre-planned all the runs for the year, but I would like to do it. Alright, I'm just gonna have Confusion in slot 1, and just move to Metal Claw for any of the Pooches. Alright, so if you guys are wondering what I'm doing, this route right here, Axu was able to help me figure this out. This route has the best odds for finding a Flyer and a Zigzagoon on the same route. The Zigzagoon here are at 15%, and the Wingull are at 20%. So now, I just catch the HM users here, and if I don't find them, I just reset. Alright, I don't think I can damage it without killing it, so I'm gonna have to go for it. Good thing the Wingull was pretty easy, so I have some more pokeballs to work with. Come on. Alright, that was the last one. I would have had to start over, but then again, it's only 2 minutes in. So now what I have to do is deposit them. I'm not going to withdraw them until after I get to Dewford Town, because I want to avoid the double battle. Tell Steve what news? Would the double battle be good for money? Not really. The twins give awful money. The twins trainer class gives some of the lowest amount of money. Fun fact, the trainer class that gives the lowest amount of money are swimmers. Oh, the Jackbox server. Ah. Yeah, we need to try and get more people to, like, join that server. Just because we've been inviting people who join the games frequently, but then all of a sudden just become too busy. Yeah, Shadow, it looks like we're not going to be able to have a game night, Saturday over the weekend just because too many people are just too busy, which is unfortunate. Are you going to participate? Absolutely. I never missed out on any of Scott's races. I won the P-word race. I've won, I didn't win Parasect. I wasn't anywhere close. Everyone else just came up with better strats than me. And Smeargle, I got the fastest special Smeargle, but everyone else faster than me was an all-physical set. Alright, there's my spamming move right there. I could have just done that in battle. Oh well. Yeah, I think Scott's gonna announce the Pokemon tomorrow at 11 a.m. Mountain Time, so for me that's 10 a.m. I do wonder what it's gonna be. I actually do hope it's not a backport. I would actually like to play a real vanilla Pokemon. Yeah, I saw the starter choices. But yeah, slight spoiler warning if you guys haven't seen the trailer. But you should have seen it if you want to see it. But yeah, I'm picking Tepig. People like to hate on Tepig. That's why I'm getting it. Then again, a lot of people hated on Chikorita too. And people are picking Chikorita for that reason. Oh yeah, Pokemon Champions looks pretty cool. I'd have to know more info about the game. But if it's just like a pure, like, battle simulator, every Pokemon's in the game, you can use your own, all the mechanics are combined, then I think it'd be pretty good. Team Tepig, based. Get the Quick Claw? I don't really think this thing needs the Quick Claw. 77 speed's still pretty good. I am gonna save here, though. We do have Moonlight to heal our HP. But I am only level 10. Yeah, at the same time, Shadow, I'm not used to having to wait this long for a new game. It's kind of like, it feels like waiting for the new Zelda game at times, but it will be worth it. Chikorita should have been Turtwig. Makes sense, I guess. Or honestly, I think the water one should have been Froakie. Rico, that's an interesting one. I do think there will be regional forms, yeah. Pretty much every Pokemon game since Gen 7, including Legends Arceus, has had regional forms. I'm pretty sure they will. I'm curious how many Pokemon are going to be in the game. I think Legends Arceus had like, what, 200 Pokemon, I think? I think it was like 200. Yeah, regional forms are one of the best things Pokemon's ever invented. Because it kind of mirrors the real world. I hope they don't bring back the Battle Bond forms. I think that was dumb. I think Battle Bond Greninja was just dumb. Alright, so now we have to ask the age-old question. Do we fight Brawly or skip him? We have a super effective move, and fighting can't even hit us, so absolutely we're going to take him on right away. Yeah, Legends EA I think would be considered Gen 9. Yeah, it would 100% be Gen 9. Alright, I'll withdraw the HM users later. Technically, I don't have to withdraw any of them at all until Mauville, so I can just wait till then. I think Zygarde will be in the game because the trailer showed all the Zygarde cells. So I'm pretty sure Zygarde's going to be in the game. Legends ZA is 100% not Gen 6. That's like calling Legends Arceus Gen 4. No. It's not even based on the Gen 6 engine. It's based on the Gen 9 engine. When people talk about, like, generations, they usually talk about, like, the generation of hardware. Like, usually when they introduce a brand new region and the game runs completely differently, that's considered a new generation. Kind of like how they call, like, processors, like, 5th gen processors. It's stuff like that. Oh yeah, did y'all see AZ running a hotel? He's got, like, a big cane. Also, I don't really like how he looks without all the ragged homeless clothes. It looks uncanny to me. Honestly, I would actually love a Legends Unova game. That'd be awesome. Like, imagine, like, having to control Reshiram and Zekrom, like, back in the ancient days of the kingdoms and stuff, with the two kings, like, fighting each other. That'd be awesome. I actually hope they somehow release AZ's Floette, because it's still unreleased to this day. Yeah, Gen 8, yeah, BDSP was, it was unique, because it was not made with the Gen 8 engine. I think I think BDSP would have to be Gen 4 at that point. The engine is, it's, the base foundation of the code is Gen 4, because a lot of the code was shared, but they obviously updated, like, models and stuff. Magnitude, get rid of Slash. I mean, yeah, you can hack it in, obviously, but it's not officially released. Also, something I really hate about Pokemon that start off with this many moves of different types is, like, I have no idea what move I should have in slot 1. Yeah, I know BDSP is considered Gen 8, but it's like an odd bunch. It's like the odd one out, basically. Oh my god. Yeah, the only reason I taught Magnitude was just to deal with Watson. Also, I have no idea why this thing gets it. Okay, I think Shadow Ball may have just been the better move here. You know, fun fact, the free heal that the scientist there gives you, it does not exist in Ruby and Sapphire. There is no auto heal there. Also, something I started doing recently, I got a portable blender for Christmas a couple months ago. I started using it in the last couple of weeks. And I started making my own smoothies at home. I made this one with some of the frozen, like, mixed berries, like blueberry, raspberry, strawberry, and blackberry. And then I put in some, in this one, I put in half a Yoplait cup of the zero sugar vanilla. And, so some shaved ice. And, I filled it up to a line with some low-fat milk, and I blended it, like, 3 times. And it came out pretty good, actually. For a while, I also experimented with mixed berries with apple juice instead of milk. And it definitely brings out the flavor, but little tip, do not use apple juice instead of milk for blueberry smoothies. It does not taste good. Oh, right. You know what? I actually wasn't paying attention. I was doing smoothie talk. I have no idea why I went in that trick house, because I do not need the rare candy in there. Yeah, I don't need the rare candy. I was, distracted. Uh, yeah, that... Remember when I said that you don't have to withdraw the HM users till Mauville? Technically, you should withdraw them in Slateport if you're getting that rare candy. I am very unlucky with Magnitude today. I don't need to save. You know, I kind of wonder, the Pokemon Champions trailer showed Terastallization and Mega Evolution. Do you think Z-moves and Dynamaxing would be in there too? Imagine if they had all the gimmicks. Magnitude is a weird move for Dawn Wings. I have no idea why Axew gave it this move. But Axew hasn't really been at the last Backport stream, so I'm guessing... Oh, I know he's busy. I think he and his family are on vacation in Vegas. I remember he showed some pictures from a Vegas shop that had Pokemon card stuff. But I think he's busy. But yeah, you guys would probably have to look up Necrozma's like level up moveset. I don't know, it may not be something based on the moveset too. How Axew makes the moveset is he'll take a look at like TMs that a Pokemon could learn, and he could give it a TM via level up to make something easier. Like, for example, I'm sure Necrozma learns plenty of ground moves besides Earthquake by level up, and he probably just made Magnitude a level up move just to make Watson easier. He generally makes movesets like that. Yeah, it is a pretty weird move. That is not as much speed as I thought I was going to have at this point. Because Watson's Magneton has 41 speed and his Voltorb has 49. And the Manectric has 55, I believe. No, I picked up some Lepa Berries. Also, if you guys are wondering why I'm using Hidden Power Fire, this thing gets so much coverage, but here's the weird thing. With Calm Mind, the only special move I could really use Calm Mind with are Psychic moves. And Shockwave and Solar Beam. This thing gets Shockwave, which I probably will teach after this gym, but I don't really want to use Calm Mind Psychic for Steven. That doesn't sound good. So I gave it Hidden Power Fire. Alright, I'm gonna fight this guy real quick. He's got really good XP yields. Yeah, I started realizing Hidden Power Fire is probably the best hidden power for Pokemon that don't really have an answer for Steven. Okay, so I think level 24 is gonna have to be the level for Watson. Oh, fun fact, when recording a Pokemon Sapphire solo run that'll be coming out in the channel soon, I realized a trick you could do for this fight is you could purposefully hold a Macho Brace to make yourself slower, to make Watson way less likely to use Thunder Wave. It's not foolproof, but it is somewhat consistent. I don't like how that thing's not a two-shot, but I still won anyway. Also, I just realized I had Magnitude. What was I thinking? I mean, at least, Extra Sensory is more consistent anyway. Hey, Sundown. Sundown, if you want to try and say my name with, like, a dramatic effect, you need to say S. You got to use a bunch of E's, not a bunch of, like, P's, because it sounds like you're saying psst. What it sounds like. Oh, Sundown, thanks for being a member for 13 months. Wow, it's been a year. Thanks for the support. I think in Oras, they made the Psychic Gym less challenging. They just made it similar. Oras pretty much rips off all of the teams from Ruby and Sapphire, so it's effectively the same team as Ruby and Sapphire, but something that actually makes them easier is that, Surf hits everybody in double battles, so that means the base power with Surf between the two opponents does not get split. Because moves that hit multiple opponents in double battle on the opponent's side, their base power gets split. But if it hits your own ally too, then it won't get split at all. So like in Gen 3, Surf only hit the opponents. So if I tried to use Surf on Tate and Liza, it would split the power in half among each of them. But since starting Gen 4, Surf hits everybody, including your own ally Pokemon, that means the power doesn't get split, so Surf is even more busted on their team. A Legend Hoenn game would be pretty cool. I was trying to enter the loading zone for the Sandstorm route, and then go straight up to avoid the guy. But the trick is not really that good unless you're on 1x speed. Sometimes I like to do it for fun. Sundown, I am not doing Pyukumuku and Crystal. Please pick something else. And besides, I've kind of put a hiatus on the Crystal runs for now, until we can find other people to race with. So, if you want a Backport request, it'll most likely have to be in Red and Blue. Or Emerald, or... probably Red and Blue. Pyukumuku and Red? No. Steve said we're saving that for when somebody, like, donates $100 or something. Just because the run's gonna be like it's gonna be like a 10-hour run. We're waiting until somebody donates like $100 before we can do that. Yeah, pick something a bit more reasonable, please. Oh, I would love to do Porygon Z. That Pokemon's a beast. Yes, it's bad. Look at my stream in Fire Red. That stream's like 6.5 hours. It's 20 minutes slower than my Wobbuffet run. So that should tell you how bad it is. I'm actually not going to buy any vitamins for this thing today, so I'm not even going to pick up that thing, other vitamins to sell for money. I'm just going to skip them. Well, that's what Steve said when we started like doing the backports, when we realized how bad Pyukumuku was, because Steve was looking up Pokemon by lowest stat total. But yeah, if We're gonna have to wait for the right moment if we want to do that. The reason Porygon Z is good is because it gets Nasty Plot at level 1. It gets Nasty Plot in general. Not many Pokemon get Nasty Plot. Plus, that thing has like 125 special attack and a lot of good moves. That's the reason it's good. I'm gonna fight this guy for some XP. We never attempted it, no. We made a moveset for it. It's in our spreadsheets. We know how bad it's gonna be. Also, that was an accident. Silvally with different forms? Probably not. We would Steve and I have a general rule when it comes to Pokemon with multiple forms like that. We'll just run the default form unless special requested. That's not a rock. I mean, we made an exception for Rotom because Rotom gets different moves. But Silvally and like Arceus, the only thing that's different is that their signature move has a different type. That's pretty much it. I've heard rumors that they've given stuff new typings. Like, I saw on X there was a rumor that they made Chikorita part fairy, because in the trailer it showed it using Disarming Voice or something. But, come on, you don't have to be a fairy type in order to learn Disarming Voice. Like, I don't think they just made Chikorita a fairy type. Honestly, Grass Fairy might just make it worse. Because Grass Fairy has a 4 times weakness to poison. Oh, I just got the hiker. Yes, let's go. First time in Emerald backporting for the channel, we've actually found the hiker. The female hiker, but still. We actually found one. Alright, that's one to the list. And it's on video too, so I've got proof. I'd love a Dragon-type evolution. Who knows, X and Y was the one that introduced Sylveon. Maybe Legends ZA will introduce the Dragon one, although that's a lot of copium. Yeah, the chances of finding an NPC walking down the mountain is 1 in 64. That doesn't sound rare, but since I only ride the gondola once per playthrough, I don't have... It's gonna be quite a while until I ever see one. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna get rid of Magnitude. Magnitude's pure garbage. Oh, Bite did decent damage. I am impressed that lived. I actually knew Kyurem was in the Giant Chasm in general, but I never knew how to do the puzzle. Apparently, to get the Kyurem in black and white, you had to, like, talk to, like, you had to, like, use flash. You had to use, like, defog in front of a small pond or something. It was quite weird. Oh, earlier when I mentioned that Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire used the Ruby and Sapphire teams, there's one exception. In Ruby and Sapphire, Flannery uses 2 Slugmas and a Torkoal. In Omega Ruby, she has 1 Slugma, 1 Torkoal, 1 Nubble. They got rid of one of the Slugmas, but other than that, everyone else's team is the same. Click on it, then you're transported. Oh. I've actually never been to the Giant Chasm in Black and White. I've only ever been there in the sequels. That's annoying. Alright, I'm not going to buy any vitamins, but I will get hidden power. I probably could have just bought it. I got it inside of a Fortree, but I don't think it really matters. I don't really need to use hidden power Fire Tool with Nona anyway for her Skarmory. Yeah, Cynthia in Gen 5 is pretty good trainer. It just doesn't help that her Spiritomb in those games likes to spam double team, so it kind of makes setting up on her pretty dang easy. Zigzagoon can learn Surf, yes. Zigzagoon is my Surf user, and if I surf on the ponds of Petalburg, there are a 100% chance of Marill, and the Marills will be for Strength, Waterfall, and Dive. Also, my level is not really catching up. Some of Norman's Pokemon are actually going to outspeed. But Extrasensory is super powerful. I think we'll be okay. Alright, I think I'm going to equip a Chesto Berry in case I get yawned. Alright, hopefully Norman doesn't give us a reset. I know one of his Slackings have Feint Attack. Or one shot, okay. Your speed, bad speed. What do you mean by that? Yeah. Yeah, my speed's bad, I know. Also, I am surprised I lived that Feint Attack. But not that one. I had a feeling. Yeah, yeah, Prototype. I had to reread that for a minute to get the joke. I wonder if maybe during the recharge turn, I should be using Moonlight. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use Moonlight right away. Extrasensory. Yeah, more speed would be good speed. Rock Slide. It would help for Taydenliza. Or not Taydenliza, Winona. I'm gonna skip on it, though. Oh, wait, this thing... Linoon can't even hit me. Okay, so the plan is, on the Slacking, immediately go for Moonlight, then Extrasensory, Moonlight, Extrasensory, and then Extrasensory to kill it, because the Linoon can't kill me. So I guess the fight's only really bad if he crits me, but other than that, I think it's pretty good. I guess theoretically I could have just bought Carbos. Hopefully I don't have... Oh wait, do I have a Repel up? Yeah, I did. Fun fact here, the encounter rate in this water is super, super bad. Like, there were plenty of times I was surfing in here and thought I had a rappel up. Look at this, I don't even have a rappel. Why can't the normal water be like this? Only I had something with extra sensory. Or honey. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is just unlucky at this point. There we go. Also, for some reason, OBS got disconnected. That was weird. Ah, fuck. Well, it literally took over a minute to find that, and now I have to buy more pokeballs. Great. I'm gonna test something, actually. This water here has a 99% chance for Meryl. I think this water might have the higher encounter rate. I'd have to look at the game's disassembly code, though, to see for sure, but I'm pretty confident this water has the better encounter odds. Even though this water's 99% Meryl. Sadly, this thing can learn Shockwave, but not Thunderbolt, so I'm gonna have to skip this guy. Yeah, I saw Scott's Paris stream. It's hard to believe he's still streaming that thing. Like, I think he has a problem. At least I got Shockwave for all the Carvanas. The only time I've ever done a stream that long is whenever I've done either OT randomizers or archipelagos. Alright, I better save here just in case. Because I am still weak to dark moves, and I'm pretty sure Mightyena has Bite here. This thing has Crunch, but I'm pretty sure her Mightyena has Bite. Yep. Uh-oh. Yeah, it's a good thing I saved there. Alright, so I do need to teach Hidden Power Fire, but what move do I teach it over? I think the best thing to teach over is Shockwave. But then again, Shadow Ball is super useful for Tate and Liza. I want to hold on to Shadow Ball for them. But Shockwave is going to help a lot with the Flyers, but Extra Sensory is just so powerful. I'm pretty sure Stab I think Stab Extrasensory does the same amount of damage as a super effective Shockwave. So I think I will have to delete Shockwave. I'm not going to get rid of it, though, until right before Winona. Oh my god. Why did I do that? That was not necessary what I did. What do you want to bet he's having us do yellow with Paris? No, I don't think so, but that sure would be something, wouldn't it? Honestly, I probably should have taught Hidden Power Fire now. Because super effective Hidden Power Fire actually will do more than Stab Extrasensory. But Hidden Power Fire is mainly for the Skarmory. Oh, so long, Shockwave. Nice knowing you. I'll use this protein. PP up, Shadow Ball, Repel, Soda Pop, Citrus Berry. I like to hold on to just Citrus Berries when I don't have a better held item, just in case. You know, it could come in handy. What's my guess? My guess is Snorlax. Because I know a super long time ago, Scott ran a poll for his first race. The winner was Porygon, but the other options were Parasect, Mew, and Snorlax. I don't know if it's going to be Mew, though. That would be a fun race, but I think it would just streamline pretty dang quickly. Snorlax would be interesting, because its physical attacking stats are really good, but it also gets Amnesia at a pretty late level. But my guess is Snorlax. Because it'd be kind of funny seeing people race with a slow Pokemon. Didn't you say this race would be your first time playing Yellow? If you need any pointers for it, you could ask me. You tried it today for the first time. Nice. Get used to the badge boost glitch. You know that came okay from watching it so much. Yeah, if you've played a lot of Red and Blue and you try to convert to Yellow, it's kind of tough. But I remember when Scott was trying out a lot more Pokemon Red, he would do stuff like forget to use the escape rope in Bill's house and forget the Lapras, which is pretty funny. Yet when I play yellow version, I pick up the Lapras when I don't need to. Yeah, when you've played a game like Platinum, and you try to, like, go to Gen 1, it does feel odd at first, yeah. Because, like, the movement doesn't feel as quick and responsive. Alright, you know what? Moonlight hasn't really been that useful outside of Norman, so I'm actually going to delete it for Substitute right now. Alright, do I want to buy some vitamins? You know what? Yeah, I'm going to buy a few calcium. Okay, that was just dumb. Yeah, so I guess on these Carvanas, I just have to use Shadow Ball. I had a funny race idea. Everyone gets one Wishy-Washy at 100 runs to... And if 100 runs are completed, we get the Swarm form. That would not be fun. Also, I got roared out for some reason. I wonder if my mic volume's too high. Yeah, that gets captured. Well, Zigzagoon killed itself. Good job. Yeah, that never got captured before. Boom. Yeah, I think that should be better. Music could be a bit louder. I don't want the music to get too loud for people. But I can try adjusting it. Dude, I swore I had a repel up. Oh, right, it ran out. Ah, that is not what I wanted. Dude, it's so annoying having to switch moves constantly. Oh, I'm gonna have so many PowerPoints for extra sensory. It's gonna be nuts. Let's see, how much what's the effective power of Shadow Ball on those things? Let's see, Shadow Ball is 80 power. With Stab is 120. Half of 120 is 60, but Hidden Power is 70. So Shadow Ball is better for the Carvanas, but for the Puchienas, Hidden Power is better. Alright, so only Shadow Ball the Carvanas. Plus, on the bright side, Hidden Power doesn't get affected by Intimidate, because we're using Hidden Power Fire. Okay, save the game. And the advantage of getting Substitute as soon as possible is it makes the Maxi fight here a lot easier, because you can just Substitute on the Mighty Yena and block Swagger, and then you can block Confuse Ray from the Crobat. Yeah, if this was the modern Hidden Power where all Hidden Power types are special, then Ultra Necrozma really would benefit from it. But I think Hidden Power being physical or special actually makes it a lot more interesting in this game, just because everybody benefits from it. Alright, I'm going to need to go ahead and get the rare candy. Yeah, Alex told me the music was a bit too quiet, so I turned it up slightly. Hope it sounds better. Yeah, I can't hear how the music sounds to you guys. I mean, I hear the music playing, but, like, the specific volume it's at, I cannot hear that part. Yeah, I'm just constantly worried about the music being too loud for people. So I had it set to minus 14 decibels, and now I have it at minus 9. Think it's better like that? Alright, I'll remember that. I can probably turn it up a bit more, actually. The thing is, though, that's tough for me is, with different games, I have to artificially lower the volume. Like, whenever I have other people through Discord chats, I have to turn desktop audio down, which in turn does turn the music down. Psychic. No. Yeah. I'm gonna try my hardest to keep the desktop audio at minus 6 decibels, which is what it's at right now. So I guess next time I have, like, Steve or Ike, the killer, join, like, the voice chats, then I'll just lower their volume instead of the overall volume. I'll try that next time. Fun fact, this Mighty Yena has no attacking moves. Plus, you gotta remember, just some tracks are just naturally quiet. Like this one. I'm gonna experiment with my audio a bit. I'm gonna see how this sounds at no audio decrease at all. So this is the exact, so what you guys are hearing now is the exact volume that I hear it at. You gotta let me know how this is. You might want to wait till a different song plays, though. God, I hate these little islands. Dude. Yeah, you'll have to let me know how this sounds. Is it too loud or what? You'll have to let me know. I am surprised I avoided him. A tad bit loud. I figured. Give me a minute. Alright, so I'm gonna take this to -3... -4 decibels. So how's this? Oh, fun fact, in Ruby and Sapphire, this guy is actually slightly farther down the route. I have to take a different set of currents to get to him, but he is still in the original games. In fact, his Magikarp is saved for last in Ruby and Sapphire instead of first, which is quite weird. At least since I came up with that fun fact, it allows you guys to hear if my voice is being too, smothered. One more less? Okay. Oops, that is not the right move. Alright, so this is -5 decibels. The one where you guys said it was perfect was at -6.5. So this is a teensy-weensy bit louder than the one you said was perfect. So how's this? Whatever you guys end up saying is perfect, I am going to try my best to not move that at all. Is there anything on Tate and Liza's team I don't outspeed? Trying to remember. I don't remember their fastest Pokemon. I mean, Shadow Trait was here earlier. Because the thing is, I also have the music playing through VLC, and I have that at 45% of the total volume, so I lowered it by quite a bit. Theoretically, I can also lower it in VLC too, which honestly, I should just start doing that instead. Bit loud? Give me a moment. So I'm guessing 6.5 was the cutoff line. Alright, this is -6. This is what it was at before. Actually, it's half a decibel louder. You'll have to tell me how this sounds. You guys gotta remember, this is a different track that's playing. You see, I hope you guys understand why I initially had the volume a lot lower than normal. Because the different tracks vary in volume quite big. Also, it's kind of hard to believe that the clay doll's constantly living that shadow ball. I think maybe in the next run I should try and be a couple levels higher than that. Hmm. Alright. Oh, you son of a frick. Come on, wake up, wake up, wake up. Thank you. But yeah, everything was a one-shot except for the clay doll. But I think in the next run, I should try and be level 45, or use a couple more proteins, but I think just level 45 will be enough. Boom, ba-dum, boom. I mean, I could also have my mic volume up a little bit. Maybe if my microphone's slightly louder, it'll cancel it out. Oh god. Okay. The mic is okay? Okay. Or just scream into the mic. Alright, so I feel like this is one of the louder tracks. So if I'm going to be talking constantly for the next 10 seconds, so I need you to tell me if the music is too overpowering. Okay, now I'm actually going to fight Steven. I'll need to heal up. No, I don't need to heal up. Just save the game and just fight him right away. Good thing I got Substitute. Substitute makes this fight really dang good. Oh wait, it's a good thing I substituted, because that taunt would have prevented me from using it. It's drowning me out a bit. I figured. I need to find some sort of universal volume. Alright, so this is minus 9.5 decibels. Before I had it at minus 14 at the very start of the stream. So how's this sounding? Yeah, this whole stream just ended up being tech support and audio testing. Yeah, this is one of the quieter tracks. Alright, I'll just leave it at this then. We're charging a Pukamuku run every time we try a new volume? No. You know what's interesting? When I've been doing a bunch of Pokemon Sapphire runs recently for some videos, this Archie fight here is surprisingly difficult, even though I'm pretty sure they're the same levels. It's quite weird. Might have just been the kind of Pokemon I was doing, I don't know. I wonder if Hidden Power Fire was the better use there, just because I did get hit with Intimidate. Because its special defense is just as bad as its defense. So I think Hidden Power Fire may have been the better play. Yeah, it's quite annoying having Psychic and Ghost and Fire as coverage. Quite annoying. Yeah, he's bad. He's normally quite bad. I think it was just the kind of Pokemon I was using. Because the first two Sapphire runs for this year are Dustox and Beautyfly. So it was probably just because they were bad. Funnily enough, though, both of those Pokemon struggled at that fight, even though two of his Pokemon are weak to bug moves. It's quite funny how bad they are. I think I should heal here. I don't think I had a single person come through the vertical stream. Probably don't need to teach Hidden Power until Steven, or am I missing something? Hidden Power Fire was for when known as Skarmory. And besides that... Oh my god, the controller came unplugged again. I need to replace the USB cable. Like, I have a drawer filled with them. I've just been too lazy. But honestly, besides the Skarmory, Hidden Power Fire really isn't that useful for anybody else at this point. But I wonder if it's... Honestly, I think getting rid of Shockwave for Hidden Power Fire was a mistake. Because yeah, the Mighty Yenas will be no different. But at least the Carvanhas and Sharpedos will be consistent one-shots. Then again, I would prefer to have something that can deal with Mighty Yena too. That is not the right town. Yeah, I think holding on to Shockwave is overall a better idea. I'll just have to... I mean, I could just use it on the Skarmory, because Skarmory is still weak to Electric, because Steel does not resist Electric. Also, I could have taught Hidden Power by now. Or not Hidden Power. I could have taught Calm Mind by now. But I don't really know what to replace. Honestly, I feel like after Tate and Liza, no. Okay, I feel like Shadow Ball's not good after Tate and Liza. I mean, I'm not sure about Phoebe, though. But I feel like Phoebe will be just fine with a Calm Mind and spamming Extrasensory. So I think after Tate and Liza, I replace Shadow Ball with Calm Mind, and I hold on to Shockwave until Steven. In fact, I'm not going to be able to have Shockwave right now, but I will teach Calm Mind over Shadow Ball right now. So yeah, my only coverage now is Psychic and Fire. Is there anything that I can't hit? I should probably go buy more repels. In Fall Arbor Town, I'm supposed to buy 41 super repels, but for some reason I bought 31, and because of that I didn't have enough. Let's see, Psychic and Fire. I guess the only thing that can't be hit for super... Dude! Okay, before I do run 2, I am getting a new USB cable. This one's just giving out. Yeah, I think it's just the Crawdunt. Then again on Sydney, Calm Mind exists. So I could just Calm Mind Hidden Power Fire. Well, at this point I'd have Shockwave in the second run. But y'all know what I mean. Also, my speed stat is not good. Iron Defense. No. HP Fire after Tate and Lies instead of Shadow Ball. No, what I was thinking is that Shadow Ball is probably not going to ever be useful after Tate and Liza. So I was thinking replace Shadow Ball with Hidden Power Fire. Or no, replace Shadow Ball with Calm Mind. So that way my 2 moves would be Extrasensory and Shockwave. So yeah, so after Tate and Liza for the second run, it's Psychic and Electric will be my move coverage. Which I'd say is good about pretty much everything except Steel types. But then again, I can just use Hidden Power Fire for Steven. I can just teach that at the last minute. Wait a minute, I have Hidden Power Fire. Why am I not using it? I'm out of healing items. Why keep Substitute? It's because Substitute is extremely good in the league, because the first Elite Four member, his first Pokemon Mightyena has Sand Attack and Swagger. A bunch of his Pokemon have Swagger. And on Phoebe, it blocks Curse. It's not really useful on Glacia. On Drake, it blocks Speed Drops from Rock Tomb. And on Wallace, it's not really too useful for... Oh, it's useful for Wallace, because 2 of his Pokemon have Toxic. And it's good to try and block Toxic if you can. Yes, without Substitute, I'm gonna end up getting unnecessary resets. Yeah, I think Psychic and Electric coverage after Tate and Liza is going to be good enough until Steven. I mean, it's not going to be good for Wally's Magneton, but I can just Calm Mind my way through that thing. How much experience do I need till the next level? Eh, good enough. Actually, I'm gonna beat a few wild Pokemon first. I want to try and be level 50 before I use the rare candies. Come on, give me the good Pokemon. Okay, whoever worked at Pokemon and decided that Victory Road needs to have first stage Pokemon are just a bunch of idiots. Why are there level 36 Whismers here? Bedtime, good luck. Well, thanks for stopping by, Sundown. Oh my god, this is just unlucky. I think it would have been faster to actually fight one of the trainers. Oh, now I get the Hariyama. Alright, I'm gonna heal up here and then go get some more rare candies. Alright, that's all the candies. Wait, the one in Shoal Cave. I feel like I'm gonna need that one too. This mart seriously doesn't sell escape ropes. Fortunately, the rare candy is during high tide, but I don't need to worry about making sure I have the right time. Alright, that's enough candies. Okay, so I've got a total of 14 candies, which is the max I can have. Technically, there's 15 candies I can have at this point, but one of the rare candies is blocked off behind the Mach Bike. It's in the Granite Cave, and you have to do a very difficult, like, maneuver in order to get it. And I've done it on 4x speed once before. It took me like 10 minutes to get that rare candy, and I'm just gonna pretend that rare candy doesn't exist. Also, I'm not using rare candies right now just because I want to see, like, what level I'm gonna need. I could use them all right now to get to level 64. Yeah, if I had Shockwave here, this fight would have... Well, this fight actually would have been worse, honestly, with Shockwave because of the shift tree and the other thing. But then again, if I'm going to be a much higher level, I can just Calm Mind my way through it. So the first fight is honestly sort of risky, but I just decided to move on and sweep because I was worried about my substitute, but his shift tree is so freaking bad that I could have just set up my substitute on it and just continued setting up. So I think I just played Sydney just a bit too risky. I'm not even going to bother using Substitute. Substitute does not really help for Glacia. And yeah, Shockwave would have been... Well, actually, Shockwave would not have made this better. Stab's Extra Sensory actually does the same damage as a super effective Shockwave. So no, Shockwave would not make this fight better. Technically, Extra Sensory is better because it has the flinch chance. Nice. So far, I have not needed to use the candies, although I may need to end up using them here. We'll see. It depends if Rock Tomb can... It depends if our substitute can survive a Rock Tomb hit. We'll have to see. Oh yeah, it definitely can. Alright, I'm going to use another substitute just for safety reasons. Yeah, I think if anything, I may need to use my rare candies here. Just because a lot of his Pokemon are going to outspeed. Speed tie that thing. Yeah, I think I'm like 90% certain that I should use rare candies before Drake. Should I use my candies here? I actually should. This is too low of a level to even consider taking them on. Let me try 55. That was not what I wanted. The reason I did not want that was because I was hoping to, set up some Calm Minds on it. Alright, what's the fastest thing on his team? I don't have my spreadsheet open, so I don't remember off the top of my head. But it looks like that thing has 118 speed. But I am pretty confident that I will need to use all my rare candies at once for Drake. But I want to save them just in case Steven is way harder than I think. If Steven Stone's going to be way harder than I thought, then it'll be a good thing that I saved those rare candies. But honestly, Drake didn't even look that bad. The thing is, though, the Flygon will pretty much break the substitute with Earthquake, and then the Salamence, it went for Crunch and it was just fine. Then the Altaria and the Kingdra I did outspeed. Like, the only risk for that Drake fight was honestly if the Salamence decided to crit. Because at +5, at that low of a level, I am able to one-shot it. Yeah, we'll see how Steven turns out. If Steven's going to be really easy, then I might skip the out-of-the-way rare candies and just use them all the easy ones on Drake. Alright, I don't think I need the leftovers. I'm going to skip those. I think I should probably hold a Petra Berry. Oops. Yeah, maybe level 60, yeah. But I'm gonna go in at level 56 first, just see what it's like. I know the fastest thing on his team is 140 speed, but I think even if I use my rare candies, I'm not gonna outspeed that because of my minus speed nature. Alright, let's try this out. I don't remember how fast the Skarmory is. 136. One of the fastest, okay? Alright, I want to know how many Steel Wings and Aerial Aces I can survive behind a sub. Alright, one Steel Wing breaks it. Okay, so that's not good. Figured. Alright, so I think I'm gonna use all my rare candies, actually. Safeguard. Theoretically, Safeguard would be nice to block Toxic, but I don't think it's necessary. Alright, let's see if we outspeed everything in the game. Everything, yep. His fastest Pokemon is 140 speed, so I used 2 rare candies for, who was it, Wallace? Yeah, I used 2 rare candies for Wallace. So, minus the 2 rare candies, pretty much every one of them was needed. Okay. Extrasensory. I'm amazed that lived. Then again, it was only a +2. I mean, that thing could have used Confuse Ray, which would have been bad. Let's see. Extrasensory resist. Yeah, Hidden Power is better. Reflect. Good thing he used Reflect there. $131.01, 2 resets, level 69, game time of 4 hours and 24 minutes. Yeah, not the best first playthrough result, but I was doing a lot of experimenting, and I did make a bunch of screw-ups. Alright, let me just go ahead and put this on the leaderboard, and then we'll get started with run 2. Only 2 resets, though. Quite nice for a first playthrough. Alright, as soon as I put this on, I will switch screens and I'll show you where first place would put us on the leaderboard. Alright, so based on the first playthrough, Ultra Necrozma would be placed 6th out of 8th place if we were judging it based entirely off of its first playthrough. And Duskmane here got a 128. But then again, that thing was a Psychic Steel type. The problem is with the Necrozmas, their move coverage is so awkward to work with. Like, they just get so many different move options, yet I can't really have a defined move in slot 1. It's like, I have to try and, like, switch moves constantly, and I really don't like doing that. Yeah, theoretically, I should go for a neutral speed nature. I don't think minus speed's gonna work for this thing. But what would a better nature be? Well, fortunately I have this. Alright, I'll just have to save the game again. Alright. But yeah, minus speed is not the right call for this thing. Minus special defense? You know what? That's actually perfect. Alright, rash nature it is. But yeah, in Pokemon Emerald, you almost never want to go for a minus defense nature, just because Steve Stone exists. Yeah, minus defense is never a good idea, all because Steve Stone's Pokemon 90% of the time use physical moves, and he's the highest level trainer in the game. That is true, they do get scarier. Alright, let me go get a new cable. I'll be right back. Yeah, I thought this new cable would work, but this one's just as bad, so I'm gonna have to look again. Sorry. Okay, I think I'm just gonna have to stick to the old cable and just buy a new one. I can just buy a new one tomorrow. Not a big deal. I'll just have to be a bit careful. Alright, I'll just need to change the nature from quiet to rash. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and start a new poll. Oh, hey, Freezetti. Alright. I'm gonna compare this to Duskmane Necrozma. Duskmane versus Dawn Wings. So, I'm basically gonna have this over-under ask. Do you guys think this will beat Duskmane Necrozma? That's gonna be kind of a hard one to beat, though, I'm not gonna lie. My smoothie was getting a bit warm. Alright, well, let's get started with this second run. Alright, go. Let me make sure I have Rash. Yep. Oh, wait a minute. Remember earlier I said that Drake could go wrong if his Salamence crits? I forgot we have Battle Armor. He can't crit. Alright, so I think the biggest change I'm making is I'm not going to teach Hidden Power Fire until Steven. And we're just going to have to hold on to Shockwave for most of the game. Actually, I don't think Metal Claw should kill it. Crit, you frickin' bastard. Okay, there we go. I know Wingle's gonna survive because water resists steel. Alright, the Wingle here are a 20% chance. And on Route 104, there's Tailo and Wingle. But the problem is, each of those are 10%. So this route is just overall the best place to be. Yeah, theoretically, Norman could be slightly harder with Rash. Oh my god. Well, that is why I have that. I think Pokebite crashed. Yeah, Pokebite tends to crash whenever I use a save state like that. Alright, take two. But yeah, getting my HM uses on that route means if I get bad luck, it's literally 2 minutes in. I can just start over at 2 minutes. I just hate how Pokemon Emerald made Poochyena so common. Four of them in a row. Nice. 5 of them in a row. Can I get 6 in a row? What do you know? 6 in a row. Now can we go 7? 7 in a row. 8 in a row. Okay, I'm coming pretty close now to wanting to start over the run. Okay, 10 encounters in a row. This is ridiculous. The Wingle alone is like 20%. That was 10 Zigzagoons. That was 10 Poochyenas. Alright, come on, I just need a Wingle. Oh, now I'm just getting tons of Zigzagoons. Dude, where are the Wingles? Okay, this is insane. Okay, I am close to starting over. This is horrible HM user luck. Yep, starting over. That is just too stupid. Probably leave that open. Alright, take two. Or no, this is take three. I'll have to go to sleep, but I hope your run goes well. Well, thanks for stopping by, Alex. Make sure you get some sleep for that race tomorrow. Oh, there's a Wingle. Oh my god. Yeah, Wingles is... Fun fact, Wingle's catch rate is the exact same catch rate as Paris. So that explains why it's hard to catch, and Zigzagoon has the catch rate, that's the maximum catch rate possible. So at full health, it's like a 33% chance. But from testing, it can survive a Metal Claw pretty easily. Assuming I don't get a crit, of course. Come on, I've encountered 3 Wingles now. Where are the Zigzagoon? There's one. There we go. I wonder if that was a good idea. I tend to like to face this bug catcher every time just because very early game experience is okay to get. Plus, it's either you fight this bug catcher or you have to go through grass without a repel. Oh, Ted. I don't like facing that bug catcher. He has 6 level 3 Wurmples. He's worse than wild Pokemon. I try to avoid him at all costs. Even if I have to do all the training possible, I still avoid that guy. Wild Pokemon towards Rustboro are better than that guy. He's just bad. Alright, I don't need to buy anything. I don't need the Quick Claw. Slash. Also, I'm pretty sure I do not need to get the rare candy in the trick house, so I think, like the first run, I will skip it. It's generally one of the worst rare candies in the game to get. Interesting it went for Defense Curl and not Rock Tomb. Interesting. Nice, I got a special defense drop. Nice. Alright, faster Rock Sand Split by 16.8 seconds. Not bad. I'm gonna fight this guy, actually. Just because I have to pass through the area again, and there's a decent chance I'm gonna encounter him. And I'm poisoned. Cool. Alright, so how the moveset from here is going to change. Moonlight will eventually be replaced with Substitute. Shadow Ball will eventually be replaced with Calm Mind after Tate and Liza. Confusion will be upgraded to Extra Sensory. And then I'm going to hold on to Slash until I beat Watson. When I beat Watson, it'll be Shockwave. Oh my god. I've been getting pretty good at cutting that guy off lately. He's just sitting there screaming, "You didn't have to cut me off." Also, if I'm going to be going inside the Shoal Cave to get the rare candy there, then I'll either need to buy an escape rope or get the TM for Dig and teach it to Zigzagoon. I might end up just doing. Alright, I am going to be losing a little bit of time on this split. Not really sure why. Oh, I think it was because I fought the bug catcher, when in the last run I did not. Because now I am behind by 5.2 seconds, so that split lost me like 22 seconds. And that might have honestly just been fighting that bug catcher. That's fine. Usually when first runs go pretty dang good, it's pretty hard to consistently keep time save. Alright, the only training I'm going to do around here is the soda house. Because I do want the soda pop. Plus a little bit of XP is good. Magnitude. Yes, you know what? I'm gonna go on a limb and delete Moonlight. That may end up being a mistake for Norman, because for Norman, I was trying to do that. But then again, for Norman, I was severely underleveled, because I didn't outspeed his slacking. I think what I'll do in this run to make up for it is I will buy Carbos. Plus, I don't have a minus speed nature anymore, so maybe I'll actually outspeed him. As long as I outspeed him, he's fine. But when I don't, I need Moonlight. It's so that way I can still hold on to Slash, because I need consistent damage. I need one of those spam A moves, because having to consistently swap between moves takes time. Yeah, whenever I have to like stop mashing the A button, move down, then continue mashing, that costs time. I should only have to do it when necessary. And OBS disconnected again. Cool. Yeah, for some reason, guys, OBS disconnected again. I don't know if that's a problem with the YouTube servers or my internet, but I don't think it's the internet, because once it disconnects and reconnects, it's working fine all of a sudden. So I don't really know what's causing it. Alright, I don't need the Trick House candy. I'm gonna skip that. After this fight, I'm gonna use my Paralyze heal that I got from the Petalburg Woods. And then I'll defeat the Roselia trainer to the left. technically there's also a PP up in those bushes there, but I don't have my HM users on me because I don't withdraw those until Mauville City. I'll withdraw them in Slateport if I need to, like for Trick House, but no, it's just a PP up. I'm gonna skip it. I just wanted to fight that girl just because her XP yields are really good. And she's a spinner. I may end up fighting her on the way back anyway. Dude, my luck with Magnitude today has been so bad. You know what's interesting now? Now that I don't have a minus speed nature, check it out. I can actually outspeed his Magneton now, and I haven't even arrived in the city yet for Watson. I had to do extra training to make sure of that, so yeah, minus speed with this Pokemon was not the wisest idea. I like to fight these two trainers here before Watson because these trainers are mandatory anyway. I can either fight them now or wait until after I have my 5 gym badges and I have to go through here anyway when I'm a much higher level. But you may as well just get the experience early because it will help with Watson, you know? Also, something, I don't know when I plan to stream this, but Archipelago, which is what we use for the multi-world randomizers, there's a new game they just introduced for alpha, so it's like still very early on, is Explorers of Sky, and I've been playing a bunch of it in the last week. I've been like finding bugs and finding out how the randomizer works and stuff like that, and really looking forward to actually showing it on stream. Basically, how it works for a randomizer for Archipelago. There's no option to like randomize the Pokemon at this point, but what you can do, what happens is whenever you complete a dungeon, you get a check, like a randomizer, like you get an item, and then for each dungeon, you can choose to randomize jobs and outlaw missions as checks, and you have to find the dungeons as items from those checks, but you always start with Beach Cave, so it's always the level 1 dungeon you always start with. I experimented with, like, you can choose the number of jobs and outlaw notices that you want randomized per dungeon, like, for the jobs. I've tried 4 jobs and 2 outlaw missions, which is the default, but the problem is with Explorers of Sky is that the amount of time it takes to do the checks is so slow. Even if you do 2 times speed with the dungeons, it still takes a while. So, then I started doing only 2 jobs and no outlaws. That still ended up just feeling very long. It takes me an average of like 5 minutes to do 1 check in that game. And then most recently, I changed it to only be 1 job per dungeon, and I've decided that jobs being added to the randomized item pool weren't really that interesting. It just made the run unnecessarily long. So what I ended up deciding on is none of the jobs and outlaw boards are randomized. The only things in that game that are considered checks are completing the dungeons, which is like the main focus of the game. And I think that's what I would prefer to stick with. I'll actually do it on stream once I'm comfortable with the settings. Hey, I outspeed the Voltorb by 1, thanks to no minus speed nature. Alright, so this thing I need to use magnitude. Please give me a good number. 7. Nice. That's perfect. Alright, I did make up some time that split. I'm still behind, though, the first run by half a second. That's how close things are right now. Oh, I already got that. I don't know why I did that. Get the HM users. Yeah, as long as I have exactly 69 speed or more by the time I get to Norman, I will outspeed everything on his team. And if I can outspeed his slacking, then I will have had no need for Moonlight. But I'll have been glad that I decided not to keep it. Because keeping that thing on my moveset was really restricting it. You know, fun fact, in Ruby and Sapphire, this guy doesn't have 3 coughings. He has a Ninkata and a Ninjask. Still good XP, but I don't think it's as good as this. I'm not sure, I didn't do the math. Did I seriously just sell Shockwave? Well, that sucks. That is not what I meant to do. Does that impact the run? I mean, I deleted Shockwave for Hidden Power Fire anyway, but I think that means I just have to hold on to Slash longer. I don't think this is going to be too big of a deal, but that is not what the plan was. Alright, I am going to be picking up the vitamins and some high money items because I do plan to buy some calcium. I don't think I need to buy carbos, though. You know, fun fact, that hiker I always skip when entering Meteor Falls, he's actually mandatory in the remix, because they moved his position just slightly to where you always have to face him. Alright, I plan to use the PP max on extrasensory, so I think I'll just use a regular PP up on Slash, maybe? I'll just not use it right now. The PP is still huge. That is not what I meant to do. I went left a little bit too early. But yeah, not having Shockwave anymore does suck a little bit. But I don't think it's too big a deal. I'll just have to hold on to Slash. Because my final two moves were going to be Extrasensory and Shockwave. But I think instead, they're going to have to be, I think just Extrasensory and Hidden Power Fire. Because I didn't have Shockwave in the league for the first run, and it went still okay. So I think as long as I just use the rare candies before the league on Sydney, I should be fine. I mean, without Hidden Power Fire for, like, Sydney, I'd have to defeat his grass types with Shockwave, and that would not have been fun, even with Calm Mind. You know what's interesting? In the first run, I also had only one extrasensory left, which is pretty funny. Uh-oh. Wow. That was, not good. But yeah, me not having Shockwave here does kind of suck. Alright, at least everything else should be a one-shot. I'm pretty sure the Camerupt was a one-shot. Oh, well, fortunately I still lived. Oh yeah, not having Shockwave there made the fight way more difficult than it needed to be. That is not what I meant to do. I mean, at least Maxi only gave one reset. It would have been bad if he gave multiple resets. The only reason I didn't get multiple was because Slash got a crit. Sunny day. That's not good. Alright, fortunately my special defense is super good. Alright, I lost some time here. I'm 32 seconds behind. Alright, I'm gonna go get the charcoal, the nugget, the protein, and I'll be able to buy some vitamins. I think the vitamin of the day is just gonna be calcium. I wonder if I should just teach Hidden Power Fire early since I don't have Shockwave. I probably should. Slash really isn't that good at this point. Alright, I'm gonna buy a few extra Great Balls just in case this Meryl's gonna be a dick and not catch. Alright, so I am not gonna be going through the right side because the right side has a Wigglytuff with Shadow Ball. Okay. Don't really have a good held item here. Oh, I outspeed everything here. Thank you, not having minus speed nature. And I really regret not picking up that Chesto berry from that lady. Although he used Yawn again like an idiot, so he just has himself to blame for that. This guy can't even hit me. Wow, he just played dumb there. Alright, I'm 44.4 seconds behind. I'm slowly losing time each split. I mean, where do I expect my time save to be at, though? Probably the Elite Four is where I expect my time save to be. I just realized I don't have dig, so I need to go buy another escape rope. There we go. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna go get those emergency citrus berries. It is going to be annoying, though, having to use Shadow Ball on Carvanas. But at least for the Mighty Hyenas, I can use Hidden Power Fire. I'm gonna save though, because you never know what she's gonna do. Uh-oh. See, that is why I saved. He almost caused a reset in the first run. Then again, that was mainly for me hitting myself twice. Oh, that's better. Well, I'm already at the same number of resets as the first run. That's great. Yeah, I did mention at the start of the run, I do not believe this thing is going to beat White Kyurem for first place, but I do think there is a chance this thing beats out Duskmane Necrozma. But we'll see though, because Duskmane Necrozma had access to Earthquake, I believe. Because I knew Duskmane was the physical attacker. but we'll see. Also, I'm considering going back to the Pokemon Center and depositing my HM users, just so that way the double battle in Winona's gym just becomes two single battles. That might actually be faster, but I'm not sure. I don't really think it is. On the bright side, with Meryl being at a lower level, I can just use Defense Curl. I don't have to worry about accidentally hitting the opponent. I am amazed that lived a hidden power fire. Alright, level 35. Do I outspeed everything on her team? I'd like to say so, yeah. You know, it would have been really funny if she had actually, for once, used Sunny Day. That way my hidden power fire does more damage. But, hey, we can't all be winners. Hey, I don't know what I happened to do, but I saved over a minute, so now I'm ahead by 35 seconds. I don't even remember what happened in the first run. I don't know. I should probably use a couple of Zinks that are in the area just to make up for the fact that I have a minus special defense nature. Well, that was a very bad pause buffer. Dude, this guy gives almost 2,000 experience points. I should probably just fight him every time. That's actually pretty dang good. I thought he was, like, the girl right next to him and just used, like, Duskulls or something. In that case, I might just have to fight that guy every time, because his Pokemon are actually pretty dang good. I mean, like, these two trainers. I fight these two trainers every run. These trainers don't exist in Ruby and Sapphire, though. Ruby and Sapphire has far fewer trainers in the game, which is a good thing for good Pokemon, but a bad thing for bad Pokemon. Like, I think there are some bad Pokemon that may actually have an easier time in Emeralds just because there's more training available. It's kind of a weird statement. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and get Substitute in the place of Magnitude. I don't need Rest. And then I can just go head straight to Mount Pyre, then do the Team Magma stuff. And then I'll use my PP Max on Extra Sensory. Oh, do I need to buy some vitamins here? I probably should buy some Carbos. Just to be safe. I should heal. This run's honestly been going very smooth so far. And for Tate Liza, I might end up saving more time. We'll see. Alright, so I think the only changes I'm going to make to my moveset now is that once I beat Tate and Liza, Shadow Ball will be Calm Mind, and then that'll be it. I'm just not going to have Shockwave on my coverage. And then I'm going to use all 14 rare candies before I even fight the Elite Four. Because with the plus speed, with the neutral nature for my speed stat, I don't have to worry about being as high of a level as possible for Steven. The speed will just work itself out. You know what's funny? With Archie's, like, goatee on his sprite, it makes it look like he's gasping. You're welcome. Now you guys can't unsee it. Let me make sure I taught strength. I did. At least I've been getting better at the bike in Emerald version. I remember people were always saying the bike in this game is just so bad, but if you play on 4 times speed, I would 100% have to agree. But there's a reason I don't like doing Gen 4 on 4 times, there's a reason I don't like doing Gen 3 on 4 times speed. The game just feels way too fast for me. It's at the point where I think the running shoes are too fast. Alright, I am actually almost out of healing items, but there is a full restore at the end of this. It's a little bit out of the way, but I will get it. Alright, save here just in case he pulls any shenanigans. Oh, the sub broke. Alright, so this up here is the full restore. And right next to it is a max elixir. Then all the way over here is going to be a rare candy. Alright, they have super potions here. Yeah, this'll last. That Poochyena had no level up moves. Or it had no attacking moves. You know, fun fact. In Pokemon Sapphire, all the Team Aqua Grunts in this hideout, none of the Aqua Grunts are actually mandatory to beat. They're all optional. I don't know about Ruby with Team Magma, though. I don't think I've ever played Ruby before. Uh-oh. I think I'm just gonna get the Shoal Cave rare candy just as soon as I come here. Alright, so now I just need to head to Pacific Log Town. I'm gonna try and avoid the random bad trainers. But there will be a few good trainers I fight. I might need that. You know, I really wonder if I'm actually streaming to myself tonight, or if my stream crashed. Either no one's really watching or just lurking, or my stream crashed. Because I know OBS disconnected a couple of times. I'm pretty sure I'm still live. Thankfully, that thing didn't use Crunch. I'm gonna set up a sub here, just to save time from all the intimidate texts popping up. I'm pretty sure this does save time. Alright, time for Tate and Liza. Wow, look at that little bird. I'm so scared. Good thing I got in a lot of practice at this puzzle, because now I know who the mandatory trainers are. Alright. Let's see if we can first try this. Oh, I said I was going to be 45 for this. But I did use some protein, so who knows, I may one-shot now. It's just barely. Yep. I mean, at least everything else is a one-shot. Also, I have no idea why on the double battle overlay, the Zatu says +0 instead of +1. It's a weird I think it's a Pokebite bug. I've never really bothered it just because I almost never see it. Oh, come on. Yeah, it doesn't really stack up anymore. It's so strange. I better use the Lunatone first, because that thing has Hypnosis. Uh-oh. That's not good. Wow. I lost there because of a burn. That's insane. I'm gonna try something different, actually. I'm gonna knock out their other 3 Pokemon first, and then the Claydol last. Who knows, maybe being level 44 might make the difference here. Alright, a one-shot. I guess 44 slightly increased the range, but because of that reset, I'm behind 7 seconds. Then again, I think in the first run I did have a reset to them. Maybe I didn't, I don't remember. But still, getting a reset because of a 10% burn is kind of nuts. Doesn't happen too often. Oh no, I am still alive. And there are some people watching. I guess everybody's just lurking. That's fine. I thought my stream was dead. Wow, it's been an overall quiet stream. My max viewership is 6. That's really low. I guess people just had other plans. I mean, I know January and February tend to be one of the worst months in terms of viewer numbers. So I honestly should have expected it. You know, it's funny, as soon as I said that, I lost a viewer. Wonder how the vertical's doing. Pretty much effectively dead. Alright, I better save here, just because this fight can be random at times. Thanks for the light screen. It helps since the dark type moves on their team is special. Thanks for the reflect also. You know, it's kind of funny, when they're in a multi-battle here, Maxie doesn't use super potions, even though he did in previous fights. Pretty weird. Yeah, that fight went a lot easier than last time. That guy almost saw me. Yeah, not having Shockwave for that thing is a tiny bit annoying, but what can you do? That's funny, with these gigantic ocean routes here, following the dark blue water where the dive spots are can actually help guide you through the route. It's kind of what I use when traversing the ocean routes. Because after all, this region has too much water. We all know it. You know what's funny? That meme is so famous, it was even referenced in a Pokemon game. In Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, you can like take photos of other Pokemon at certain spots, and there's a chance you'll get a review that says 7.8 out of 10 too much water when you take a picture of an ocean Pokemon. It's pretty funny. Like, even Game Freak knew the meme. What makes it even funnier is that the whole 7.8 out of 10 too much water thing, they never gave that rating to the original Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. They only did it for the remix, which is pretty weird, to say the least. Alright, I'm gonna set up one substitute for safety, and then, sleep. I think this thing's gonna be a bit annoying. Yeah, that's the problem with not having Shockwave for this. Well, wait. Oh, I'm dumb. I forgot to teach Calm Mind. Oh well. I'll have to teach it over Shadow Ball after this fight. Because what I was supposed to do was set up a couple of Calm Minds, so that way everything will be a one-shot. Well, except for the Crawdon, but at least it would probably be a two-shot with Hidden Power Fire. Okay, so now I'm 1 minute and 11 seconds faster, so I guess a lot of my time save was in the Juan split. Because now I'm further ahead than I've ever been. Shadow Ball. Alright, set up a couple of calm mines. Actually, no, I think I just need one. Uh-oh. Ah, take that. Man, it feels uncanny to see him move with over 40 power points like that. I mean, I know with the PP max, there's some moves that by default have 40 PP. I think Screech is one of them. And I know using a PP max brings it to 64, which is the max it can be, because in the game's code, PP is stored in nibbles, which is half a byte, and half a byte can only go up to 64. Actually, no, that's... yeah, that is half a byte. Alright, do I want level 50 before I use the candies? With the high speed, without a minus speed nature, I don't think it matters, so... Alright, now to go get the rare candies. That is not Shadow Ball. Alright, do I have 14? Yep. Alright, I'm going to use them all now and get to level 63. So yeah, minus speed nature, even though I barely made it, for this Pokemon specifically, it is not a good idea. There, I already outspeed everything. Alright, I am saving before the league, 3 minutes and 53 seconds ahead. So it seems like in these Emerald runs, most of the time save is just going to have to be towards the league. Okay, that was annoying. Okay, that should be enough. Alright, set the sub up back on this thing. Torment. Man. That means I'm gonna have to alternate between Calm Mind and Extrasensory. Not often I get hit with Torment on that thing. The thing likes to just use Double Team. That Surf didn't even break my sub. Nice. Well, that made the fight a teeny bit annoying, but not a big deal. Alright, plan here. Substitute on the Dusclops, use like 3 hidden powers and then sweep. And on the Sableye, I'll have to use hidden power. Uh-oh. Well then. That sucks. I'll just have to hope Hidden Power can one-shot the Sableye. It should. Sableye's stats are actually very, very bad. Okay, yeah, so I was trying to set up too much. Alright, so Hidden Power Fire only does more damage than Extrasensory on the Golalies. But even then, if I'm going to be using like 2 Calm Minds, just use Extrasensory the entire time. It's just faster. Yeah, I think Substitute on the Golali fight actually, on the Glacia fight actually hurts you because hail damage always bypasses Substitute, so you're effectively just losing your health for no reason. But I think Glacia is probably one of the only fights in the game where Substitute actually harms you. Yeah, this thing is still not beating White Kyurem. White Kyurem is going to beat the game in like 40 seconds. That just shows you how good White Kyurem was. And I think it's going to remain on top for quite a while. Okay, that should be enough. Alright. I don't think +2 is going to one-shot everything. But hopefully, at the very least, it'll two-shot the Milotic. I mean, he's probably going to send it out last. Yeah. The only reason it'd be a big deal if Milotic survived is because it could hit me with Toxic, but if it's the last thing out, then... Unless I just one-shot it anyway. Never mind. Alright. I beat Wallace. I'm at 3 minutes and 54 seconds ahead. So throughout the entire Elite Four section, I've only gained 1 second. So the Elite Four effectively went the same. I mean, in the first run, I had no resets in the league, so that explains it. Okay, I 100% think this is going to be Duskmane Necrozma, because Duskmane Necrozma got a time of 1:28:04. This happens every time. Just in case. This thing might actually be able to beat Black Kyurem. Alright, sub. I think just Calm Mind until the Pecha Berry gets used. Okay, I think I should just go now. Okay, I would have been surprised if that lived, but it got a crit. I was actually thinking that was going to be the only thing that lives, and I got another crit. 125-17, 4 resets, level 67, game time of 4:03. In fact, why don't we go update this together? If we take a look at the leaderboard right here, this is where this thing is. So our game time is 4:03. This is the temp number. Oh. Okay. Level 67, so we're 2 levels lower. But unfortunately, we got 2 more resets. And our real time is 5 minutes and 43 seconds faster. Now we just need to go ahead, sort this by game by real time. There we go. Check it. Second place. It was only a minute faster than Black Kyurem. The Black Kyurem still tried its best, but I think if this Pokemon got no resets, I still don't think this will beat White Kyurem. White Kyurem was just way too straightforward. I think the only thing that could potentially beat White Kyurem is like another box art legendary, or maybe something super good in the medium, slower, fast XP groups, like Togekiss, for example, because Togekiss gets like every move, and it's in the fast group, so it'll get a much higher level and could possibly skip rare candies. But we'll see. Anyway, thank you all for stopping by, everyone. I do appreciate it. The next stream should be Thursday? No, not Thursday. Let's see. It'll probably be on Friday. I haven't been doing streams. Oh no, Saturday, tomorrow, right. I thought it was Saturday for some reason. But yeah, the next stream is tomorrow, where I'll be joining Elite Four Alex, where he and I will be racing each other in Platinum with Scizor. And then after that, the next stream won't be till Friday. I've been only doing streams Friday and Saturdays for the last couple of weeks, because I've been trying to make sure I stay caught up on the videos, And I've been mainly doing other things offline just for fun. Just wanted a little break from the constant streams. So the speedrun Sundays and the casual Tuesdays will come back. Just when I have some time available. But anyway, I will see you all tomorrow for the